Welcome back to another episode of Inward News. It's your boy Dre, and I've been handling some personal business, but nothing's going to stop me from bringing you the news that you barely care about. A Utah man was arrested after police say he robbed the bank for just $1, then waited inside for the cops to come and get him because he just wanted to go to a federal prison. This isn't the first time a story like this has happened. If you research federal prisons, they provide medical care, dental care, plus, general housing and food and all that. So there are a lot of people that are homeless that will commit federal crimes just so they can get, things handled. I remember a story a while ago where there was a guy that had a really bad toothache and he couldn't afford dental care. So he did the same thing. He held up a federal he held up a federal bank with a gun, got arrested, and then they had to take care of his teeth because he was an inmate and it was a health concern. And that's where we're at in this country. People are committing federal crimes to go to federal prisons so they can take care of, the medical and dental and all that. And there are people who say, oh, that's cheating the system, blah, blah, blah. But think about it. If the government just provided these services, they obviously can do it. They do it for prisoners. So just do it for regular citizens. People shouldn't have to commit crimes to be taken. Think about that. People have to commit crimes to be taken care of. That's the way they need to frame this. Not that, they're living off the government. Yeah, that's what all prisoners are doing, living off the government. So how about we take some of that instead of putting it into, taking these people out of society and ruining their lives and ruining all potential for them to get better jobs, and just take care of them so they don't end up in those situations to begin with. 28 girls hospitalized with anxiety after playing with a Ouija board. This was in Colombia. This might have something to do with that one movie that wasn't scary. That was oh, it's so scary. And then, it didn't scare me. I remember I watched it on a date. It was not scary at all. That's what happens. That's called paranoia. And if you already had bad anxiety, then, it gets even worse. Somewhere in Kentucky, six Hellcats got stole from a dealership in under 45 seconds. If you watch the video, they did this with precision. This was straight up inside job. They are good. Have you ever seen the movie Gone in 60 Seconds? I think that's about carjacking as well with John Travolta. That might have been Swordfish. I don't know my movies. I know Angelina Jolie was in Gone in 60 Seconds. But yeah, check that out. It's a movie about stealing cars, and these folks got it. A black couple just won a discrimination lawsuit. They had their home appraised and they got $995,000, and then they removed all identity of being black and let their white friend ask for an appraisal, and it got bumped up to $1.5 million. That's damn near $500,000 difference. This is what happens. This happens all the time. A similar story happened like this with interracial couple. It was a white guy and a black wife, and it didn't work, blah blah, because they had the wife stuff in there. They removed every aspect of the wife, all her hair, curling iron, weave, gel, edge control, dashikis, whatever, all that, and the price went up. If he appraised his house as a single white man, it got more than him being married to a black woman. Racism's real. I don't know what this weird idea that racism doesn't exist, but it does. Mexican cartel apologizes and turns over 5 men that are responsible for kidnapping of Americans. This is a story, I guess it was 4 people from North Carolina that I think went down to Mexico to get their girl a BBL or something like that. They ended up getting kidnapped, killed, or some of them got killed. I think 2 survived or something like that. And yeah, apparently the cartel took the guys and they dropped them off. They attached an apology letter to them. So it wasn't just they got rid of the guys. They tied them up, left them to where the people were kidnapped, left an apology note. So I don't know what these guys got in trouble for, because I doubt it was for kidnapping. I think the cartel did that. They went against somebody's order to do that. And I think that was the cartel saying we can either kill you or we can just turn you over to the Americans. So I don't know what's better, but the apology letter was an added bonus. Scientists have revived a zombie virus that spent 48,500 years frozen in permafrost. So scientists, if you've been paying attention to Inward News and or any news or just the internet in general, scientists have been doing a lot of dumb stuff lately. And I don't know why they're insisting on bring back old things. Apparently they just revived the zombie virus. I don't even know what the zombie virus is. I'm sure it has something to do with bath salts. But this is just as bad as they're trying to bring back woolly mammoths. Why? Why? We can barely handle elephants. Did y'all forget the elephant that like traveled across Africa to stomp out an old girl at her wedding? Not at her wedding, but at her funeral. Like he killed her and then came back for the funeral because he wasn't done. And then like they sent more elephants. Now imagine that, but like 10 times bigger. That's what a woolly mammoth is, and hairier. I don't need that in my life. I don't want that in my life. And now on to the all hiring segment. Etch Your Sketch is one of the most unique businesses I've seen and since I've been doing Inword News. She sketches pictures for you on an Etch A Sketch. Like she draws. I don't know how she has so many Etch A Sketches. I don't know if she's like doing it, taking pictures into you, or if she's like, what you call it? I don't even know how you would like save the Etch A Sketch without doing, because you got to shake it. So any type of movement would like ruin it. So I don't know how that works. But yeah, if you want a picture etched into an Etch A Sketch, like with the turning knobs and everything, hit her up because that is cool. And I want to know if anybody can do it. Jay Donatella is an artist. She's a painter. She's an illustrator with paint, canvas painter. I don't know if whenever I see painters, I don't know if that's the only thing they do or they have other mediums. So it's always weird when I say painter because I want to say illustrator because I think most of them can operate on different mediums. But she does paint. Like she does a lot of, it's not hyper realism, but it is realistic pieces. Like they do look real, but it's not it's not like you're looking, it's like, oh, that looks like a photograph. Like you can tell it's a painting, but they're still beautiful. I think she does like a bunch of rappers and stuff. But yeah, hit her up. Jay Donatello. She does paintings and stuff. Augustus Lee, he's another painter. I don't know how I accidentally got all these, illustrators and artists and the mediums of creativity that I got today, but I found them all. They're all paint. So go buy some custom paintings. Once I get my life together, I'm probably going to get back into buying black paint. But if you painters want to send me stuff early, hit me up. I like free things. I post them on my wall. Not Your Average Leaf is a vegan food truck. She drives around, feeding people vegan foods. Let me see where her truck is because I don't remember. I think it's in the DMV area, but I want to make sure. Alabama. Ooh, even closer. Not Your Average Leaf is a food truck in Alabama, 100% vegan, black woman owned. Our stops are posted weekly. If there's no schedule, we are not out. So she lets you know this is where we're going. And if you don't see yourself on there or you don't see any type of schedule, then she ain't moving. I mean, she got things to do. Actually, I might have something for you. I'm gonna hit you up. I'm gonna DM you about something. If you in Birmingham, how close is Birmingham to Columbus, Georgia? I don't know. I'll look that up later. Unless you already know how close you are to Columbus, Georgia, or if that's the drive you're willing to make, let me know. Hit her up. Get some of that good eating. I'm gonna try and get me some of that. I got a lot of people I need to visit. A lot of things I need to see and hang out because you guys are like really dope businesses, and I want to do more than just promote you randomly. I do want to meet and like support y'all, but a lot of y'all, either I can't afford you and I'm not about to ask you to lower your price, or y'all are just very far away from me. But see you guys next week. Bye.